Hello Satnam, it's me Shakti Sundari, and I'm back with you today for the next reading from the Radiance Sutras. I'm standing on the edge of Trent Park where the woods cross over into a field. I'm just going to show you where I'm standing. So the corn, I guess, or the wheat, wherever it is, has all been cut down. There's a real sense of the change of the seasons, and the birds are singing. Actually, they've gone a bit quiet now, but they were really singing loudly just now. There's dew in the grass, and it just feels really peaceful here. Except for a helicopter's just gone overhead. Yeah, but it still feels peaceful. And today I'm going to be reading Insight verse 140 from the Vijnana Bhairava Tantra. Okay. Atra cha eka tame yukta jayate bhairava svayam. Vacha karoti karmani shapta anugraha karaka. Just read it again. Atra cha eka tame yukta jayate bhairava svayam. Vacha karoti karmani shapta anugraha karaka. The translation here by Lauren Roche, there seems to be two distinct parts that are quite different. So the thing with these insight verses is that they are grouped into numbers like this is 139 to 140, and I'm kind of guessing where the split is, so I'm hoping I'm getting it right. So here's the translation. Establish yourself in even one of these practices. Join with the goddess and God who are making love in every particle of creation. Honor the power of speech, and with every breath bless the life that surrounds you. So yeah, there's two very different messages there, both valuable and important and beautiful. So the first is very similar to what yesterday's insight verse was saying, which is establish yourself in even one of these practices. So take any one of these meditation practices and establish yourself in it. So what does that mean, to establish yourself in a practice? Well, that means to really engage with it over time. Maybe for a whole day, maybe for a whole week, maybe for a whole month, maybe for a whole year, but really explore it fully. We all have different ways of meditating and doing our practice. I know that when I was doing my Kundalini Yoga teacher training, we had to do a 40-day meditation practice continuously. And then there were longer practices that went for gosh, I can't remember the number of days now, like 180 days and then 3 years. So some people, I haven't done a 3-year one, but I did one for almost a year of continuously doing a daily meditation practice, the same one. And it's only really with time that you get to see the change that happens. You know, it says it takes 40 days to establish a new habit, and then it takes more time for that habit to become a part of you, an embodied part of you, rather than just something that you dabble with. And I know my own tendency is to be a jack of all trades and master of none. I'm good at loads of things, and I love doing many different things, and it's sustaining one thing in depth that can sometimes be a challenge for me. So, you know, we're all different, that's how I am. But establish yourself in even one of these practices. So make it your own. Draw it, paint it, sing it, dance it, try it out at different times of day. You know, really go for it in terms of your exploration and be creative. And this next bit, join with the goddess and God who are making love in every particle of creation. So this is my true understanding of Tantra and of life, which is that the divine masculine and the divine feminine principles and energies are making love in every moment of existence, constantly and eternally entwined in an embrace of loving alchemy. One cannot exist without the other, and it's an infinite, ongoing, beautiful, ecstatic, ever-changing dance of consciousness and energy, or consciousness and bliss, or love and consciousness. The goddess and God are making love in every particle of creation. And when you take that in and you look around you and you recognize, as I am now, just looking out, I can hear the birds singing, I can see the dew on the grass, I can see a slug slithering across the ground, I can see the earth and the trees and the sky. And if I absorb the knowing that all of this is the God and Goddess making love, it's pretty mind-blowing and it's pretty ecstatic. So that's the first part of this insight verse. The second part brings something different. Honor the power of speech, and with every breath bless the life that surrounds you. Wow, with every breath bless the life that surrounds you. That's a really lofty invitation, isn't it? To be that mindful and that conscious and that aware, to bless life with every breath. But how beautiful if we could actually live up to that. It also makes me mindful of Don Miguel Ruiz, who's a Toltec wisdom teacher, and his book, The Four Agreements. And one of those agreements is to be impeccable with your word. I love that word, impeccable. Be impeccable with your word, and only ever use your word, your speech, in the direction of truth and love. And similarly, as a priestess of Rhiannon that I'm initiated as, I have an invocation that I speak in the mornings, and a promise that I've made, which is to use my words in the direction of love. In fact, to use all of my sensory faculties in the direction of love. Oh, I'm back. Somebody called me. Yeah, there's no way of saying, sorry, I'm doing a Facebook live transmission. So, honor the power of speech, and with every breath, bless the life that surrounds you. If we could all take that into today and see what happens, wouldn't that be awesome? So that's it for today. Really happy to be reading to you again. I can't see anything for some reason. The light is really bright on me, so I can barely see my face on the screen, so I hope you can see me. And join me again tomorrow for the next reading from the Radiance Sutras. Much love and Sat Nam.